G'day battlers, and today we're going to be doing some Master League battles in the Go Battle League without level 40 Pokemon. Not only that, but only with single moves. So not level 40, no double moves, and this is the one and only Master League video we're going to be doing in this preseason zone. So the next video, we'll be back to Toxic Cup, right back into it. So yeah, anyway, we've got Rhyperior, and again, none at level 40, so this Rhyperior is at level 35, so it doesn't have Rock Wrecker. I thought it did, but it didn't, and we are going to eat that damage. Level 35, so the highest you can catch in the wild. I'm sure you have some level 35s from the community day that just went past. With Rock Wrecker would be good, without also good still. Surf is going to do some good damage to some Pokemon around. Rock Wrecker are going to be good against something like Togekiss. Now this Groudon is at level 33.5, no second move because that candy is just so hard to get. Stardust is not my limiting factor, it's the candy. Now we bring in Metagross, level 36.5, so it is one of the ones on the higher end, is past that level 35 threshold, but you know, still a lot of Stardust and candy away from that level 40 spot, and with only Meteor Mash. So it's the community day move, throwing the Meteor Mash at the Giratina Origin. It's obviously all we've got, so we're going to throw it, and it does a fair chunk of damage actually. Would obviously do like a little bit more if you're at level 40, but if you're kind of strapped on the resources, you're like, oh, I don't want to do Master League because I don't have the candy, I don't have the Stardust, I don't want to invest. But you know, you don't need to. That's what this video is for. So it does burn the last shield on that Meteor Mash. We bring in the Groudon and throw the Earthquake straight away. So I'm not sure whether the Giratina was like wanted to charge up more energy or accidentally tapped the fast move or what, because I think it should have thrown, but now we've got Raikou in the back and this Earthquake is going to do a ton of damage. Even though we're only level 33.5, like there's still a lot more levels to go, and just that Earthquake is able to take out the Raikou. So GG's there, and moving on to the next battle. And you see that's only my 12th Master League win. Now up against Destiny09160. And I think we are going to ditch the Rhyperior now and then lead with Melmetal. Melmetal hanging out at level 32, so not the best we're in this mirror match because we know, well, that Melmetal's obviously a lot more bulky than us. It's got a higher level, it's going to have a higher attack stat, so it's going to win all of the CMP ties. So we're not sure how we're going to play it out yet, but we decided to shield the first superpower, expecting it to be a superpower because then the attack and defense is going to drop. We end up shielding a second superpower as well, and now throwing this superpower. We maybe could have charged up like a little bit more, done like slightly more of the Thunder Shocks, but it doesn't really matter. Throw the superpowers back to back, hoping that we got an extra quick move in there. I'm not certain if we did or not, but the second superpower does go through and they switch out into Heatran. So the superpower would be nice to throw, but we'll hold that off for now. Switch into Groudon, because Groudon obviously going to do some very nice damage because of that steel typing. And again, level 33.5, we can eat that Stone Edge, which is fantastic. Wasn't really sure what move was going to come our way, but Stone Edge we can definitely tank. Throw the Earthquake, and it destroys that Heatran. Definitely should have shielded there if they wanted to keep it around. Bring back in the Melmetal. I guess they were probably going for this. Bring back in the Melmetal, reset the attack and defense debuffs. Able to throw this superpower to almost get rid of the Groudon, but not quite. And we're actually able to get an Earthquake off. Absolutely clutch. Definitely almost about to go down there. The Earthquake does go through, and then one Pokemon in the back, which is Dialga. So one Dragon Breath would have gone there. We've got Melmetal with a little bit of energy, and then Metagross. He's still got a shield, so we're not in a great situation here. We decided to go for the Rock Slide, hoping that we do burn the shield and then can go for a superpower without any debuffs, and that is how it works out. So even though Rock Slide costs a little bit more, the way that worked out, the superpower and Rock Slide actually charged up to the same amount anyway, but this means we're able to get the superpower through unshielded, switch out into Metagross, hoping that the Dialga's energy gets burnt on the Metagross, and then maybe we can get another superpower off on the Melmetal. Actually going for the Thunder, so definitely going to do a fair chunk of damage. We actually get to this Meteor Mash, which should hopefully finish off the Dialga. And actually, I was going to say this whole team's under level 35, but that Metagross is 36.5, so I'll just put the levels in the description below. The only other Pokemon that is going to be used in this video is Dialga. Now, Dialga is, I do have a hundo. None of the other ones are hundos, by the way. That is kind of what I had lying around. So it's not powered up all the way. It is our best buddy, but I actually forgot to put it as my buddy for the battles. So even with the best buddy boost, it is not boosted, and so it is at a flat level 37.5. So that's as high as we get here. Now we have Melmetal up against the Swampert. No shields coming up, so we are debuffed here. We end up switching out to Metagross. We're actually in a very bad spot here because all three of our Pokemon are weak to that Swampert. So not the Not really a Pokemon we wanted to see with this lineup, but ends up switching out into Togekiss, which is definitely a poor move on their part. That's definitely a mistake, and it's probably cost them the match here, because Steel is obviously going to be super effective to that Fairy typing, and we're probably going to be able to get another Meteor Mash. Yeah, we're able to get another Meteor Mash. I wasn't really paying too much attention to the Togekiss, but it looks like they might have been lagging there, or maybe not. I'm not. Oh, maybe they weren't. But a few more bullet punches and down we go. So expecting a charge move to come our way. So like, oh, who do we really want to take the charge move? We'll bring in Melmetal. Melmetal obviously has some good charge move going, so we shield up the Ancient Power, decide, nah, we're going to keep him, charge up a little bit more energy, and actually able to take him out with just quick moves. So definitely best case scenario there. I would have been close to another charge move, I think, but in comes the other Melmetal, going straight for the superpower, not even waiting. Does a nice chunk of damage, and then we're going for the back-to-back superpowers, which you can make an argument for either way, because obviously the second superpower is going to be weakened down, but we were hoping to get the superpower off, weaken down the Melmetal, and then bring in Groudon to finish off the Melmetal. Unfortunately, not quite able to do that, and able to get that superpower off before they go down. In comes the Swampert though. We still have a shield, so we're able to shield up this charge move, and then we'll be able to get this Earthquake off. One more quick attack, and away goes the Earthquake, and that is GG. So definitely just lucky for us that the Togekiss was switched in. I guess if Swampert stayed in, the Togekiss would still be around, and yeah, I don't know, but definitely lucky for us. And actually I should mention that this is, I'm pretty sure these are all in a row, but it's from like 2 sets of matches like in a row, so my rating will change in the middle, because I forgot to start recording for the first like 2 matches. Now we go into this battle, and I saw that the Leafeon was in at 2700 CP, so I was like, okay, they're probably just calling it, they've thrown in a random 3 Pokemon, so I wasn't like trying to take advantage of them lagging. I just thought that they intentionally were leaving it and weren't attacking, so I guess maybe I should have let them get some more attacks in. I probably should have, so that's probably my bad, but it also looks like the Leafeon doesn't have a grass move, it's like Pound, so throws the Leaf Blade. Yeah, take out the Leafeon. Not much I can say, probably just in comes the Scizor, who's around CP 3000, so at this point I was like, okay, so maybe they are giving it a Rip-Roar and go? I was kind of confused at this point. Throw the superpower, and then looking to switch out into Groudon, catching this, hopefully a Night Slash. It is a Night Slash, and then you can, yeah, in comes the Milotic, so Milotic at CP 2920, so this is definitely an interesting battle, and I guess this will happen. There's lots of people that don't have those powered up Dialgas and Groudons and Metagrosses, so throwing the Earthquake here, and I mean, you don't have to use level 40 double moved legendaries, but probably take a little bit more of a look into what you can use, such as Rhyperior. Rhyperior definitely can do some massive damage. With Rock Wrecker and Mud Slap alone, it beats like a little chunk out of the top meta. I think it beats Dialga, it beats Togekiss. It's just, you might want Smackdown for Togekiss. Actually, if you can land a Rock Wrecker, that'll definitely destroy a Togekiss. But yeah, as I said, this is going to be the only video that I'm doing on Master League Go Battle League. Then we're right back into the Silph Cups. I do, as much as the all of the other YouTubers get way more views on their Go Battle League videos, I guess I don't think I have much of a reason to talk about the Go Battle League videos. I feel like I can't bring too much more to the table. So making this video just to show that you don't need to use those level 40 Pokemon, but that's pretty much it here, and we're able to take out that Scizor, and then going on to the next battle, up to 15. So probably need to get up to that 50 win mark to get the silver badge, if they still use the badges to have an effect on the rating when you go into the actual season 1. Because this season, when you got to rank 7 and you got a rating, it was very much based on your badges. So we catch a Togekiss lead there with our Melmetal, which is definitely fantastic. Switch into Dialga when the Giratina's getting the charge move off, hoping it's an Ominous Wind, and it is. So as I said before, this Dialga is the highest level guy on the team, level 37. Does have the buddy boost ribbon, but is not buddy boosted here, so it would be buddy boosted up to level 38.5, which would have been, you know, I guess nice. We're in a pretty good spot here. We're gonna have to burn, or we had to burn the shield there, hoping that we were shielding up in Shadow Ball. Throw the Iron Head, hoping to burn a shield on the other end, and we do. And then we need to shield this up, and then I think we'll be able to Dragon Breath down. I think. It hits an Ominous Wind though. Again, I was hoping for a Shadow Ball. Yeah, able to take it down. He's still got the shield advantage though, so going straight for the Iron Head, bringing in Togekiss, which I guess they were hoping that a charge move didn't come through, but regardless, they still have a shield, so at least probably just that was the best case scenario for us. We were able to burn that last shield. Now we're able to bring back in Melmetal, who can get these Rock Slides off, do a whole lot of damage to the Togekiss. If it gets a Flamethrower off on us, it will do a fair bit of damage, but able to get 2 Rock Slides before the Togekiss comes through with the Flamethrower, so we're going to be able to take it out there. And then we're ready to switch out in case it like hung on with 1 HP or something, but yeah, they bring in Melmetal in the back and decided to call it quits there. We obviously were in a pretty good spot there. We had a full Groudon on the back, I think, and then we would have been able to get to a superpower. But going on to the last opponent of the video, Melmetal up against Snorlax. So we're going to be wanting to go for the superpowers here, but we also don't want to get the debuff. So we charge up like 1 Thunder Shock. That's a quick move, isn't it? Charge up 1 extra Thunder Shock, go for the superpower, and it does go through. Maybe we should have gone for the back-to-back, charged up to 2 superpowers so that we wouldn't have taken that extra damage from the licks. But second one gets shielded up, and then we switched out because we'll just go down way too fast. And then Snorlax lagging there should have given him an extra few attacks. Going for the Earthquake though, does burn the shield, and then charge move coming back, hoping that it's just a body slam, but shielding up in case it's the Earthquake. And it is the Earthquake, so actually definitely a good call on past my end. Definitely I wouldn't have probably just let it come through if I was playing right now, but we actually don't shield the body slams. This is going perfect for us. We weren't shield baited either time, basically. We called the shields correctly, I should say. Get another Earthquake off and take out the Snorlax because he has no shields left. And then in comes the Togekiss. So we decided to bring in the Melmetal, knowing that, hey, even if they switch out, we can probably do some sort of damage because we've taken out the Snorlax already. So hoping that they've got something weak in the back. Maybe they've got like a Steel type and the superpowers would be good. Turns out they have Giratina Origin form, so Melmetal doesn't like need to be in this matchup. It's not really that great in it. Giratina obviously got the advantage, and I was tapping there for the superpower, which would have been a bad idea because Giratina has a typing which doesn't really care about the superpower. So I think I was just going for it because it was like, oh, this is a strong move, but no, definitely not the way to go. Not very effective as opposed to the neutral Rock Slide. So we do still have a shield up, so we're not in a bad situation. We decided to bring in the Groudon, hoping that we had enough energy to get the Earthquake off before a charge move came through. Ended up having to shield an Ancient Power, so definitely good that was an Ancient Power and not like a Dragon Claw, just because Dragon Claw would have cost less energy. Getting this Earthquake off, almost get rid of the Giratina, and then hoping that we could quick move down, but very lucky for us, they used their energy on taking out the Groudon. Definitely fantastic for us because it means we didn't have to have Dialga being hit by that energy, and then probably able to finish off the Togekiss here in the back. Maybe eating a Flamethrower here, which does a lot of damage, and even though Charm is going to be very super effective to us here, we are able to finish off with just Dragon Breaths. We also have the Iron Head there ready, but that is GG, so thank you for watching. Again, don't worry, we're getting right back into Toxic Cup videos in the very next video. No more Master League, Go Battle League. Maybe we'll hop into it if we need to, depending on like the Season 1 Great League, Ultra League, Master League. We'll just see how that goes out. Not making any commitments at this point until we kind of see what's happening. But for the most part, I'll be sticking with the Silph Arena. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, especially the subscribe one. You know what to do. You know, the big red button down there. Anyway, yeah, thank you to my patrons, Militime9458, brajSF, NegativeBen10 and NotRandyN3wman for supporting the channel. And I'll see you in the next, again, Toxic Cup video. That's like the 4th time I've said it. But yeah, see you then. I think I should power up a Chansey for Toxic Cup. Probably not. I don't really want to spend the dust. I was trying to have a hundo. Oh, I did have a hundo. I evolved to Blissey. Yeah. Okay, bye.